Okie dokie, everybody, welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with Peter Voss, the Papa Fox, and we are going to continue playing Pillars of Eternity. When we last left off, we had done a whole lot of narration with this little unpleasant man over here, and we're going to continue. I think what I might do differently in this episode, because last episode we just focused on one conversation, I'm going to try to get through a good portion of this town, like exploring this town first.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go up here. Oh, and these things are kind of neat. These were Kickstarter folks who got put into the game for their contributions. They have wonderful stories. I'm not going to read through them. If you're interested, go ahead and leave a comment or whatnot, and I can maybe do a separate video where I read through these things. But I will put them on the screen. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Go. And there we go. Okay. So now if you want, you can read those at your leisure. Let's go ahead and see what's in here. Huzzah for loading screens. Okay, Ofra. And, okay, that little thingy means we can steal. We're not going to steal stuff since people tend to look poorly on that. This worn, dog-eared book is titled Travels Upon the Keld Glass Sea. There is an etched illustration of a vast finned leviathan. A dear wooden woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself. Or perhaps to her unborn child, for she is clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
How do you do?
Well, finally! I was starting to think... The woman makes a startled noise once she turns around and sees you. Oh, I'm sorry! I was expecting someone else. She gives you a cautious smile. Can I help you? Who are you expecting? My sister, Kalsika, is traveling with one of the caravans. She sent a letter before she came. She said she was going to pay her way by working as a guard for the caravan master. She always was a tough one. She pauses. I don't suppose you've seen her on the road? Or the caravan, perhaps? It's Master Odima's. Oh, I think we should tell her the truth. The caravan was attacked and we escaped, but Kalsika was caught in a bivouac. Alfra covers her mouth with a hand, eyes wide with horror. For a few moments she can manage nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. I knew. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Kalsika was always so certain she could take on any danger. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I can't believe she's gone. If only I hadn't called her here. If I hadn't written to her, she might still be alive somewhere. Alfra's face crumples and a solitary tear slides down her cheek. I'm definitely not going to choose this one. Kalska mentioned that she thought you needed help. Perhaps I can provide some assistance? Alfra looks up at you with some surprise before dabbing at her nose with a sleeve. That's a kind offer. But I don't know if I could impose this on you. It's not a small favor. Alpha wipes at her tears, or at her eyes. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Kalsika as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in Gilded Vale has been soulless, empty. It's happened to so many mothers, and Lord Raedric, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor. With my Hathort gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. I hoped Kalsika could help me. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being hollowborn, but she moved south to Angslog's Compass 2 seasons ago. The journey's too far for me. I can't make it as I am, but I don't have anyone else now, with Kalsika gone. Please, can you help me? Okay. We do not have these requirements. I will find Ranga for you. Alpha blinks, eyes wide. You will? Oh, gods bless you. Here, I'll give you a coin to pay her with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashions out of, well, I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be too much of a burden to carry back. I've gained 20 copper. Anslog's Compass is what we call the lagoon to the south. You'll have to cross the wilds to get there. That's what keeps me from trying it myself. She clasped her hand together. Thank you again, truly. You'll be saving us both. She sets a hand on her stomach, smiling through her tears. Well, there we go. A mother's plea. Those are the kind of pleas that no one can or should ignore. That's one of the things, that's actually an ongoing theme with this entire game is parenting and whatnot. It's not just parenting, but parents and what does it mean to be one and whatnot. And that some of the scenes in this game are utterly powerful. Blighted. I don't want to go down south yet, just because I know there are a few things. I know things. Let's go ahead. Nope. Fast mode active. Let's pick up whatever's in there. Okay, let's go in here. Righty. Alright. Okay. There's another one. Reach out for the soul. And down. And down. Step back. And rats scurry behind. Step back. Yeah, these stories do get a little tedious, but because not tedious, they are very interesting. But when you have limited time, if you don't have the option to look around at everything, it's not vital to the story, so you can get by without reading them. And there we go. I don't think we can get in there. I don't think I'm actually going to be talking to too many of these folks, just because they don't really have much in the way to say. If they have something to say, they'll have a name next to it. Swainer, we know there's more grain in there, Trumbell. We won't settle for scraps while you go fat on our crops. A muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me, Swamer. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back, Trumbell, and we'll have fair prices, or by the flame, we'll have a reckoning. Against the grain. I always love myself a clever pun. Or semi-clever. Or maybe just not clever at all. You know, I mean, puns are puns. They're fun. And the only way to get good at them is to think about them and make bad ones. Let's see what's going on in here. An elven man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back, if you value your life. Put that down before you get yourself hurt. See, we have a resolve check that we can do. Trumbull only raises the club higher. I mean it. I won't have Swaymer and his lackeys threatening me in my own mill. I've only just recently arrived. Trumbull shakes his head. You picked a bad time to come visiting. Gilded Vale's had all its shine scraped off. Just a big dung heap now. And Swaymer thinks he's king of it. They're all of them mad. Who's Swaymer? The dwarf. The one standing out there spreading lies among the villagers. Master's been here for decades, and he hasn't gotten any kinder with time. The miller hesitates, then lowers the club a fraction. Who are you? Is Swaymer roping foreigners to do his little crusade now? I thought you could use some help. These people out there seem pretty angry. Really? Highly as tits. I could use a friendly face. I take it you heard some part of what the crowd's been asking for. Grain, as if I've got it all tucked away somewhere. Swaymer's been egging that lot on for days now. They've been keeping clear so far, but if things go on like they are, I don't know how much longer we got before things get messy. Please, if you're not here on his behalf, maybe you could speak to Swaymer. He won't listen to me anymore. Just explain that we're all getting smaller rations now. We're all making sacrifices. I will see what I can do. The miller all but sags with relief. Oh, I'd be grateful if he did, but he won't listen to me anymore. But maybe you'll have better luck. Yeah. I will be in your debt if you can convince him. Huzzah!
Hail, traveler.
More questions. Continue. If you don't want to help those people in here with torches, maybe you ought to stop lying to me. Let's see if we can actually get something out of this guy. Some information, I mean. Look, it's no lie. The stores really are low, and with so little grain going around, I had to raise the prices for some people. They gather that grain for you. They sure didn't mind losing that grain when it was going into the drinks at the inn. They don't make like kind neighbors when they insult my son, go stumbling drunk through my own crops. You think they're the only ones that need to eat? Now the crops are sick and the wind's too weak to get the windmill turning. Our village's children are born as empty shells. That's not my doing. This place is cursed. And Swaymer and the others haven't done a thing to help the rest of us through the lean season. Troublemakers, yada yada. Okay, let's go ahead and talk with him. Okay, let's see if we can... Nope, okay. Let's be on our way. Yeah, unfortunately, our intellect isn't high enough to make that other check and, sort of finesse the situation, so... There we go. Looks like there's another larger building over here. Let's go. Let's pick this up. Oh, we got some ale and beer. I should actually look up the difference between ale and beer at some point. Non-ton. Ingrid, this man and woman appear to have been in deep conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses with her smile faltering a little.
Welcome.
Can we help you? She looks to her companion, brows furrowing with confusion. Do you know this man, Non-Ton? Non-Ton coughs. Yeah. I think we met in the Valewood. I warned him about the bear. He inclines his head. Glad to see you made it. Was there something else you wanted? You two are in good spirits for someone who just lost a friend. That's unkind of you to say. I'm grieving my husband in my fashion. I'm only sorry I could not convince him to leave Gilded Vale before this happened. I'm relieved to be rid of this terrible place, that's all. It's cost me nothing but the greater part of my life, and now my husband. I'm glad to be free of it. So you seem to be in a hurry? Yes, I imagine so. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and... She looks at Nantan. Well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. Is there anything you can tell me? Only that you'll want to be moving as soon as you can. You'll have seen the tree, I imagine, but the rot goes deeper. If you were looking for work, I'd say you'd have a better chance of it elsewhere. Okay, goodbye.
How do you do?
Nothing more.
Greetings.
Nothing more. Let's see what we have here. Okay, that's not vital for the quest, so I'm just going to leave it there. I'm sure you'll probably be able to find. I'm sure you'll be able to find descriptions of the texts like someplace online or whatnot. I'll only read those that are like journals or things that are actually important to whatever the story happens to be. Okay, villager. And we have a blacksmith, Black Hammer Smithery. Blasted to smithereens. Oh, dearie me. Okay. Looks like a lot of stuff we can steal. Steal. We can steal. Dented and bent sword looking ready for the forge. There's the apprentice. Dorthmore. Yeah. Oh, hey, we can take something from up here. Yep, daily affirmation. This is some religious tract, actually. Bellows sigh into the furnace and the coals burn brighter still. There's some more of these Kickstarter folk. There we go. And this one. Okay. Now we can talk to the blacksmith. This Almoa man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome! You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? Is this your shop? That it is. Been here near on 20 years now. Seen all manner of things over the years. Good luck and bad. Tautanu glances at the guards standing watch along the wall, but the Black Hammer Smithery remains. What do you do here? Or what do you have here? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but we've some fine weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. It's been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now, and I haven't seen a sign of it. We have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. Or my workers ran off with the wagon themselves, maybe, to make some coin. As if that lot would dare. Tautanu scratches his jaw, thinking, if you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for a supply wagon, or my shipment at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, Lord Raedric. Tautanu glances at the nearby guard, and that's as it should be. But it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. I'll find your supplies. I'll see them back safe and sound. There we go. I'd appreciate your trying, anyhow. You bring back the supplies at least, and I'll have much more to offer you. A discount to start. And if you do find my workers, you give them a good smack upside the head for me. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and just take a look at what he has. Jenna's Lance. Holy Wall, or the Hold Wall. An Arbalest. There is Stiletto. Outworn Buckler. Ooh, Herald. It'll tell you what it does, too. Ooh, +5 to all defenses. That's actually not bad. And ring of deflection, cape of withdrawal, and we can also get these little things here. Oh, and we can summon things with that little doodad. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's actually going to do it for this episode. The next one, we'll go ahead and explore the southwest portion of the town. If you've enjoyed, feel free to leave a like or comment or even share the video or subscribe to the channel if you like my other work. It's great to see you all here at the Fox Den. I hope you'll pull up a chair next time and come back for some more Pillars of Eternity. All right. Take care. Bye.